Who the hell is that? Who's knocking at my new shed? Let's have a look. Oh, look who it is. Some of my subscribers who want to have a look inside my new shed. Not fully finished, but let's take a look inside. Come on in. So guys, this is the new shed. Well, let me show you around the new shed. First off, look at these lovely beauties of lights. Look at that for brightness in here. So it's not the biggest shed in the world. So people are looking for an update anyhow. This is the main thing. Looking for an update on what's the shed. How's the shed progressing? So as you can see, we have lighting. We've started working on the electrical sockets that are over there. And over here, I have some shelving units. So down the bottom, one shelves, next shelves, and up at the top. So the plan, I'll show you the top. So at the moment, up at the top is just stuff that I'm still using while I'm working on the shed. So drill bits and drills and screws and stuff like that. Next shelf at the moment is all my, well, not all of them, but a good proportion of laptops. So we have all these laptops. We have some boxes here that need to be taken apart. Some PCs. As you can see, we have some nice i5s there. That's an i5 as well. That's a i5 that's in there as well. I think it's an i5 that's in this one as well. So we have all them to take apart yet. So some nice i5 processors. Pity I don't live in America, because I could sell them to board sort and probably be worth more than scrap value. But anyhow, I digress. But then we have our hard drives. So as you can see, if I come around to the side, a good stack of hard drives between little laptop ones, all that. We also have all these computer boards that need to be taken apart. Then down on the bottom rows, we have, in here we have some, let me put you down so you can actually see what's happening here. We have, in here we have some boards and stuff like that. Let me open that so you can take the lid off. So we have all these graphics cards that have sound cards, video cards, whatever you want to call them as well. Have all these gold fingers, and some of them have gold corner BGAs on them and stuff like that. So as you can see here, some gold corner BGAs, some gold. So they need to all be trimmed that haven't been done yet. Over here in these boxes, you would have seen in a previous video that I got 2 boxes and some other bits and pieces from Ralph Morrick. So mainly again in here is all in lovely sucker sticks. So some with silver, some with cling. There's also some PC boards and more RAM sticks in here and stuff like that. So you've seen that in a previous video. If you haven't seen that video, we'll link it up here for you. So go have a look if you want to see what Ralph Morrick sent me. Again, some mobile phones, they came from Ralph Morrick as well. So again, guys, if you haven't got Ralph Morrick's channel, do check it out. If you're into casting, he does all that sort of casting work and all that. So these are just empty case, well, one empty case that needs to be filled up. Down here, again, I have more RAM sticks and stuff like that from previous things I haven't done yet. Bits of mobile phones and some of these boards. Again, a lot more of them in the other shed that still hasn't been tidied out yet. So as you can see, we have a lot there. Over here, these are all RAM chips. So each one of them has 2 kgs in them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 kgs there. Another 2 kgs. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't put that up for you. So we had up to here was 12 kgs, and then up here we have another 2 kgs mixed in that bundle. So that brings me to 14 kgs. And then we have another, I think it's 1 in each one of them, 15, 16, 17. Some MLCCs. In here, just again, boards and bits of odds and ends off some of the hard drive boards and stuff like that. Again, a lot more of them elsewhere, and I'll show you. I have a little surprise at the end where you'll see where I've got all my plugs for Plug Soup. I'll show you them. I'll bring them in a minute to the shed. Over here, just give me a tour of what's happening. So over here is going to be my workbench. So you can see I've got the legs up already, and there'll be a bench running across the back here and going all the way over, and it'll be, there's two more of them legs in behind there, but you can't see them at the moment because that's the insulation that was used on the roofing. So underneath the tin sheets we've got this insulation, and then we've got this board as well up on the ceiling, so that'll insulate it so we won't get any condensation, hopefully over the winter. And let me go and show you the plugs for Plug Soup coming up soon. Okay, so let's have a look at these plugs. Now this is only a small amount of them yet that I have, but so we have a bin here half full, a bin here completely full of all these 3-pin plugs. I also have some more in a bigger bin in the other shed, which we will have a look at in a second because I have to show you the state of the other shed. But I just wanted to explain what's happening so far on this shed. So the idea with this shed is that we'll strip down, so I have my sweets there for chewing on, that we'll strip down everything in here before we bring anything new in. So this shed is kind of going to be where all the breaking down of stuff. So before I start taking stuff from or working on the other shed, I'll have to clear all I have here first to clear the shelves, move in the next load of stuff from the other shed, and so on till we get the main shed cleared out completely again, so that we'll have thing. And my plan on the top shelf up here will be, that's where I'm going to hold all my glassware and stuff like that for when I'm doing the assets. That's where they're going to be held, up there on that top shelf. So hopefully that'll keep them nice and clean and dry, and ready for use whenever we're going to do. So we'll have a look at the outside of the shed, because I'm sure some of you, oh by the way, in case you're wondering, them lights were got at Temu. And again, I'm not sponsored by Temu. No one gives me them. I paid for them with my own money. But they are really cool lights. What I'll do is I'll shut the door and we'll turn the lights off, and you'll see the difference they make. So we'll turn off the lights, because we don't really need them. Well, I do need them on. But so with the door shut, lights are gone off. So we're kind of, you can see here now, it's fairly dark. There's a bit of light coming in because I haven't fully finished doing everything. So you can see there some light shining in because we haven't finished the roof completely, but there's no water getting in. It's just a few bits here and there. But when we turn on the lights, look at that for a difference. So you can imagine this during a winter's night where there's complete darkness, no light coming in. The roof will be fully sealed up, but that will thing. And people are saying, oh, you haven't sealed the roof, so how's there no water coming in? You'll see what I mean by not sealing the roof. It's nothing major, but it's not allowing the water in. But you can have a look now in a second and you'll know. So we can turn off the lights and we'll go outside. Lights off, see you outside. Okay guys, so we are now outside, and you can see that's where that little pole going into the side of the shed is bringing the electric power. We have the roof there done all the way up. You can see it's got it finished on this side nearly, just a little bit up at the top corner where the barge trim has to be put on, and the barge trim is just down here, the barge trims, so we'll get them. This is the front of the shed. So at the moment I haven't cladded here yet, we haven't put these boards here yet. I just wanted to get the door fitted, and then I have this membrane on, and then the cladding will go over that. And that's, again, there's a void in between that and the inside wall of 4 inches, which is perfect, so there'll be no water getting into the inside wall. On the door, again, we have a lock which will be bolted, so that locks, and we'll bolt that up and no one can get in, hopefully. And on this side, again, we have cladded, but we haven't finished the roof. So you can see there it's overlapping, so we haven't put the barge. That's where the light is coming in. So I just need to barge along there. And on the front here, you can see the overlap needs to be straightened out. A bit of gutter put on there, and we need to put some cladding there as well. So that will, at the moment the water is coming down and it's falling down here into this drain, which I will be putting a proper drain down along, and the water will flow off down into the into the drainage. So what I'm going to show you now, guys, is the state of the other shed. Let's have a look. So this is the other shed, and just put some light on. If you look, this is the entrance. So I'm right here at the doorway, and that brings me in. So you can see I have some electrical cable there that I was using to run through to get power from here into the other shed. So I just need to tidy up all the wiring and all that. But again, I need to get in here. There's bins in behind there. They're the same size as, let me go down. So there's bins there, that size, full of plugs in behind here as well that I have to get to. Eventually tatter that for my plug soup. You can see there's cable everywhere, and just crazy. Can't get into the shed. So that's my plan. Say, clear what I have in that other shed and start moving a couple of bits into it and work on them and try and get that done through, so that hopefully by after the winter we'll have this shed cleared up as well, and this will then be used as a storage, but only a small amount, and transferred from here into the other shed for breaking down, and work on it that way. And we can hopefully get all our scrap and metal and gold and aluminium and all that sort of stuff cleared up, and hopefully we'll be able to keep on top of things and won't need a third shed. It's his famous last words. I want to show you as well some what else I want to get working on in the new shed. Again, guys, you've probably seen this before. I have all this copper wire here to strip. So if all that, we have another reel there. In behind here we have more reels. All that has to be stripped out. So that's another reason I want to get the shed finished in time. So hopefully now we'll be able to get on top of things over the winter and start stripping out that copper wire, and hopefully copper prices will be even higher come next year on it. So let's get back into the other shed and finish up this video. I don't want to keep it too long more. I just want to show you what the progression is so far. So that's the tour of the shed and what stage we're at the moment of it. So there's still a lot of work to be done on it, but once I have my counters over here, it means I can start breaking stuff down, which is good, and we can get on to all that stuff I showed you. All the laptops have to be broken down, all them PCs, all them hard drives, stuff like that. We get them broken down, and once they're broken down, we can start taking stuff from the shed in from the other shed into here to break that down. So it's like moving your rubbish from one place to another place, but hopefully at the end of it we'll get a lot more value out of it, so we can get our brass, our copper, our aluminium, our chips for the gold, and eventually get all that refined. So that's the plan. As always, guys, really appreciate you taking the time to come and join me, check out the shed. I hope this helps out those people who are asking for updates on the shed. So it's workable at the moment. I can work on it if I want, and finish it off as I'm going. That's it, really. There's nothing more to do. I just need to clear out some of the stuff that you're seeing over here, get that workbench in, get a few bins in underneath. We might be able to even do a few live streams from here breaking down stuff. I'm trying to get the broadband out to the shed, and if I get my broadband out here, we'll be able to go live maybe on some of the Sundays in the actual shed. If not, I'll keep going live where I normally do on a Sunday, hopefully. So, as always, thanks for watching the videos. Give it a thumbs up if you don't mind. Share it out if you want. If you're not already a subscriber, subscribe. And catch you on the next one. Don't forget to hit that like. It's down there.